Oh yeah, I can tell you. I was once with my first album. I had a producer on board. That was the first time, and until now, the last time I've been using a producer. Don't take me
Okay.
wrong. I mean, there was a lot of good things about working with a producer, but there was also this fact that he didn't know me as a singer. I mean, he had never worked with me before, so he made me sing like 40 takes,
No.
40, 40
Mm.
of a short lyric line, like a really, like absolutely three
Mm.
words or so.
Mm.
It was so frustrating. I was killing myself because what you sing a yeah, as I said, you sing it 4 or 5 times. If it's not there, it's not meant to be.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
It's often not becoming better
No,
after many takes,
no,
because that's when you lose the motivation. That's
yeah,
when you become insecure sometimes and start making mistakes that you would normally not do.
no, sure.
But I'm always looking forward to hear the songs when they're completely finished. Like we work with a producer, and we also we create demos with false lyrics, and then we rewrite the lyrics and then make demos again. So I can,
Doesn't that bother you sometimes that you start singing the old lyrics? The
yeah, I had that today.
oof, that.
But it's only a couple of words. This time with this record, we tried to already push the demo lyrics in the direction where we wanted to have the final
Yeah,
lyrics.
yeah.
Because in the past it would be complete bullshit lyrics, and you
Those things.
you never forget them. No, I could still
Never.
sing some, you
That's
know.
terrible. Yeah, right. I've been there.
Mm. Yeah, but I uh I like to do that when you're really prepared, when you know the new songs, that you don't have to do so many takes. But you know, you have
Yeah.
good and bad days. And today I recorded a ballad because I felt my voice was very low and I didn't sleep a lot, so I thought, okay, I'm not gonna push it. So I listen to how I feel, and that's how I proceed. And tomorrow, hopefully, after a good night's sleep, I can belt really loud again, because that cost me a lot of energy. Singing classically goes without sleeping almost, but the belting, I find I need a good night's sleep for that.
Yes, sure. Sure, you're right. And how many songs you still need to go? You need, you have still
Four, I think.
left.
Yeah,
Mm.
4 songs. Yeah.
Yay! I am
I,
doing also some recordings, but completely different type of music, electronic music. I have
oh,
a electronic project called Outlanders, so I am finishing some of the vocals tomorrow. Probably I will hopefully finish with one song, but I'm again doing it only together with my producer friend Torsten, and only two of us. We are working
okay.
on a project that is hopefully one day gonna see a day of light. But
If you have a good connection with somebody who you feel like the workflow is just right,
yeah,
then you can create some really great stuff. I think that's very important, that you feel comfortable with the person you're working with, because it's so personal, I guess.
yes, it
Writing
is.
music and singing, and it's so intimate also, and yeah.
Totally, totally. Yeah, it's very special. You have people like that. You found. I feel myself very lucky that I have found amazingly talented people around,
Mm.
and so that you can feel super relaxed with, and so then the magic happens when it's like that. You don't need to
Mm.
feel worried or nervous or somehow shamed like I have been, when I started my solo career of tea. I was so ashamed of showing any of my bits and pieces that I had written because I thought they were all shit.
Mm.
I was
Mm.
so critical, really. I thought that's forget about it. All the professional songwriters showing their songs for me, and I'm like, should I like this or not? I mean, that was the
Mm.
beginning. And nowadays, doing it on my own, oh, as we just talked about the learning, music
Mm.
is about that.
I
It
I have
takes
actually
time.
a kind of funny story that just came to mind, because you say your first album, and I remember listening to that back then. I guess I still had MP3 player. Was
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
iPhone / MP3 player, and I had to have surgery on my teeth. I had to have my wisdom teeth surgically removed because they were, they were lying crooked or whatever.
Mm. Yeah.
And I asked them, can I listen to music? And they were like, okay, sure. Because the thing is, when they're working here, it's so in your face and it's nasty.
Oof.
And then I was listening to your first album. I was like, okay, put Tarja really loud.
Oh,
She's gonna
gee.
distract me. You were there with me when I had my wisdom teeth. That's so fun. Yeah, that was in the Netherlands. I was on the operation table, and they were like pulling in my mouth, and I was like, focusing on your voice, like, okay, let this be over soon, and I can go home, and everything's fine. So that's kind of a funny association with your first record.
Thank
My
you
wisdom
for
teeth.
telling me that.
Yeah, it's true.
I love
Yeah.
that. Thank you so much. So
Yeah.
that I will never forget. Thank you, Simone.
No,
I've heard some.
and the time that you when I visited you in Argentina.
Oh yeah.
Remember when
That.
you surprised me
No.
with a baby?
Yeah, there was a little package.
Like nobody knew.
Nobody
Yeah.
knew about my
Yeah.
pregnancy. There were some
Yeah.
fans, at the time I was living in Argentina, yeah, and
Yeah.
I had a huge belly already on my turning to my 8 months, and there were some fans meeting me in a shopping center. It was cold, in around June, so it was already getting pretty cold in Argentina. So I had a really thick winter coat, like a Michelin
Yeah.
coat. So I was with the shopping bags in front of my belly and meeting with the fans. And some girls in Brazil, I remember them telling me, "You're pregnant," and I just said, "No, what? I've been eating too much pizza." I completely my whole pregnancy was like I didn't need to let anybody know that I was pregnant. So you were one of the first persons ever
Yeah. I
that
know.
got to know that I have a baby born. I had become a mother.
Yeah.
I remember that. Let me present you a little package.
Yeah, because we invited you to come to the show. I was like, no, Tarja has other things going on, and you can come to our house. And then you opened the door, and the door went open even further, and then there was the baby. It was like,
Just a
like
little,
this.
yeah. Yeah, just a little surprise. Yeah. Aye. But so nice, We go far already. Your Vincent is now 6. Naomi is
Yeah.
7, turning to
Yeah.
8.
I became pregnant shortly after we met, or like a year after, approximately. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Naomi is turning 8 now in July, and
Wow. So that's 8 years ago already. That was a cute, tiny little baby, and now she's already 8. It goes so fast.
It's crazy. And how you're dealing with all the touring and being a mother, how you're dealing with all the things that you cannot be with him, with your family.
Well, I never took him with me on tour, so he only saw a couple of shows, and I know that you had Naomi with you a couple of times.
For the first 4 years.
Yeah.
Every time.
And that's something we didn't do. And I had good days and I had bad days.
Yeah.
I went into work mode, so I would try not to think too much about it. But if I were thinking about it, I would sometimes become very sad, of course. But then the times that I was home, I enjoyed it so much more. And when I was on tour, I could focus on being on tour. So
sure. Yeah, it's never easy. It's never easy. The moment of leaving the family behind is like, it's never easy.
And then when you're on stage in the morning, you're still back then cleaning diapers. And then after the plane landed, I remember talking to Michael Ackerfeld from Opeth about this, because he also has kids. Yeah. He's like, yeah, in the morning you're still in daddy mode and doing all the dishes and whatever, and then in the evening you're a rock star. It's such a strong contrast.
It is.
And what was also hard for me was to switch rhythms instantly. When you come back home and you're jet lagged, you immediately have to be in the rhythm of your family. And
Sure.
back in the day, it was like you had a couple of days to adjust, but now it's like tuck, 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 day, night.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it can be very tiring sometimes.
You come from the long tours. No tour is easy physically. Oh, we come like we return home like wrecks and shipwrecks and
jet lag.
And yeah, jet lag and all that, and the little one is there like, Mommy, you're mine now. Kind of. But mine is definitely understanding. She really lets me, thankfully, she really lets me rest, and she's there playing with me. You know, I'm sleeping in a bed and she's in the bed playing, and she just needs to be near and, you know, hug and kiss me all over, and super tender. And but it's that it's very, and the older you get, Simone, just listen to me, grandma talking.
Okay.
Older you get, harder it gets when you know. It's not getting any easier. I mean,
yeah, when they're small, they grow so fast. But then when they're older, they are aware of you leaving for a while, and they feel the time at a different way than they were when they were little. They had no feeling for time. And now he really says, I'm gonna miss you. And there was a time where I wanted to watch some Epica YouTube videos, and he would get sad because he would associate that with me being gone. And now he's like, everybody in our village, like, yeah, my mom's famous. I'm like, I'm not famous. And my dad
cool
too.
is that?
He's like super
my mom
proud.
is the coolest person. My mom is the coolest person because she's famous. Yeah.
He loves to listen to metal songs.
Yeah.
So when friends come over, they have to listen to metal, and they're all a little scared, but for him it's normal. And when he was in kindergarten, he would draw vampires and monsters as if it were Teletubbies for him.
Yeah, exactly.
And other kids were scared, like, you know, or they said like, why is he already watching this kind of stuff? Or how does he know about vampires? And it's like, yeah, he watches Nightmare Before Christmas. That's cult in our house. I mean, we watched
That's a good one. In ours too.
Yeah, and I got gifts from fans, like Nightmare Before Christmas related, and he's like, "Oh, that's Jack," and he sleeps with one of the little.
Nice, yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, it's mine is the same. I mean, you know, being a rock and roll baby, being on tour the first 4 years of her life, that is the life she knows. She got used to, you know, being on the road with her family, being all the musicians and crew and all that. So she was playing the first 4 years with the grown-ups, and definitely that is kind of reflecting in her. You know, they're asking, what is your favorite color? Well, black.
Yeah.
Hi. The girls usually, you know, girls who like pink and
Barbies,
purple and Barbies. No, mine is like, no, can I just paint? And black is because black absorbs all the colors. So I'm like, okay, well, that's a good explanation at least. It has all the colors. I like it.
Vincent has like a fake leather jacket. He calls his band jacket. So when he wants to look cool, he puts on the jacket.
That's the best. Yeah.
And he's also very artistic already. He had his phase where he loved to play with tractors, but he's not into cars, and he just loves being creative, like painting. And he already has a very creative mind where he's constructing machines in his head. And we just have to figure a way out so we can make it with him. Like he wants to build an airplane or whatever with what we have at home. He has the most absurd ideas. Yeah. So I think he might become an engineer one day.
But that's the best, you know. Offer your child what you have in hand. I mean, the kids, seriously, they don't need the plastic toys. They don't need. Mine was playing in a backstage with whatever she had in hand, and incredible creations, and you know, having so much fun with whatever. Doesn't need to be a expensive toy or, you know, something that you play. Usually the children, they are playing with something like that for 2 minutes and it's gone. But letting your child to be creative and inspired by everything, you know, takes hours and hours, and so much fun to look at them being so,
So
you know,
did
free.
she
And
did she also have like different instrument phases? Like she liked to play the drums or the guitar or sing like you? Did she have
she
any?
started to play piano when she was 4. That was
Oh.
her. Now, so she's already quite, actually quite pro with it. She
Wow.
plays like the classical, but also some Lady Gaga and other things, Despacito, songs,
Yeah.
her own selection of songs.
Yeah, yeah.
But she also has she has a little electronic drum set. She and takes guitar lessons. So she's very busy with the music. Sings, goes to theater school every weekend, or used to go to theater school every weekend.
That's great.
So yeah, creative child, yes.
I think that's for me, I love that he loves to play the piano, and now that we have it in our home,
Yeah,
he goes voluntarily to the piano and starts playing
amazing.
songs. And it's not like a punishment that we have to tell him, okay, you got to practice, okay, now everyday piano lessons. And Oliver's teaching him, and I think it's pretty amazing. I tried to have him sing like falsetto, like, can you do and he's like trying to do it as well, because my father actually when he was a young boy, he was actually in a choir, and I love that sound of like
Yeah,
young, yeah, still boys, that high
yeah,
pitched singing. I think
beautiful.
it's beautiful, and I was hoping like maybe I can get him to
Voice
do that.
soprano.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
But so far he loves to play the piano, and whenever he's happy and something works the way he's like, he goes like this.
I
So
wonder where that comes from.
I don't do that. I don't do like, yeah, but yeah, he's a little metalhead, I guess,
Yeah.
already. He loves metal music. I don't think he likes Epica too much,
No, well, hey,
but he
but
loves one song in particularly. And when he came to see me play when we were in Stuttgart, I wanted to play the song for him during soundcheck, but he was a little bit sad. He was still too young. I think now he would find it cooler. So I walked, the Longhorn in Stuttgart, the LK Longhorn,
yeah,
with the big backstage where you can watch over the stage and
yeah,
then
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
venue. So I walked from the stage with my microphone to the backstage, and I was singing the song for him in the backstage. You could,
Nice.
but he was not so much into it. I thought if I play his favorite song, he would like it. And he had a big phase where he loved to play the drums. He even has a drum kit, but that was a phase, so that's gone now.
But it can come. It's so interesting. There are these phases, you know. There are the phases, they come and go, and they come and go, and we can be there only to support them. I mean, we should not. Obviously, I felt a little frustration. I felt a little frustration in Naomi when she was 5 and she didn't practice the piano that much, and so I was kind of like trying to, okay, well, mommy can help you, and she has her teacher, so I don't. She completely ignored me. Like, do not tell me what to do, mommy, because I don't like this. And then suddenly, she like goes to the piano and practices all the time, you know, without me telling anything. So it's a learning. We also live and learn through our children, because it's, we have only one. We
Yeah.
both have only one. And it's amazing to see that how they are like our reflections in so many ways, in good and bad.
Yeah, sometimes I look at it and I think, yeah, I'm your mommy. I still sometimes can't realize it, or that I sometimes think, wow, you're so stubborn. Oh, who does he get that from? I'm very stubborn. It's like, oh shit, that's the mirror right in front of me.
Right.
So I have to stay calm and think, okay, I was like that when I was his age. I turned out okay. I gotta be patient. I thought I was a very patient person until I became a parent, and I thought, okay, wow, it can be very challenging, but I love the age he is in now. I mean,
Yeah.
he's becoming more and more a
Fantastic.
boy, but
Yeah,
he's a very
fantastic.
philosophical personality, and he's very romantic. And yeah,
That's
there's many
beautiful.
beautiful moments during the day. And now in this weird times, sometimes I notice that we are frustrated in this challenging times, but kids are as well. I mean,
Yeah. Well, hey,
we are figuring
super.
out how this works. Imagine how they perceive it with their tiny brains, you
Yeah.
know?
Here in Spain, we haven't been able to go out. This is the fifth. We are now completing the fifth week indoors. So we haven't been able to go to the park or
Yeah.
run anywhere with the child. And with the child, seriously, mine is missing her friends and just
Mm,
little runouts or going out with the bike like everyone. But
mm,
for children, it's terrible not to be able to go out and play.
yeah.
That's the world is out there, and for every one of us, it is the same. But
Yeah.
especially the kids are.
We are allowed to go out into the forest and like ride the bike or go on the parking lot. But all the playgrounds, they're like shut down with tape and fences and everything, and it's so sad, you know.
It
But
is.
it's
It is.
necessary, and we've become very creative. We have a boxing bag hanging in the living room. We have the trampoline. We
Yeah,
built a swing, but
that's
that
cool.
broke down already. But to keep them
Anything.
occupied.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. I really, I really loved seeing you, Simone. I think that I was just going to give a call for Julian that he's waiting there to sing or play a couple of songs with me. I was
Oh,
still
okay.
thinking to sing a couple of songs.
And we talked for an hour, so we're
No,
like,
but it's okay. I love talking with you. It was really, really nice seeing you again, and it's been such a long time. I have missed you. So
same
nice.
here. Yes, long time. Last time we saw each other was on Gaspop
Yeah, yeah.
2 years ago.
2 years ago already.
When
Yeah.
we had the funny quick photo shoot with Tim with the apples. It was like,
Ah,
oh, let's
yeah,
take these
right.
apples, and we
Very
had really fun
successful
photos.
photo shoot with him always in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, he's quick.
Done.
He's quick. Yeah.
Very good.
Okay, then I wish you all the best. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay
Thanks.
creative.
As well, and good luck for the recordings and everything.
Thank you.
And please be safe and
We'll
greetings to the family.
we'll stay in touch, and
Yes.
maybe one day I get to come visit you then
Yes.
in your
Hopefully,
home
I'll
and
wait.
try the pool and the cold water.
Yes. Yes. You do that.
Okay, take care.
See you. Thank you, Simone.
Bye.
See ya. Bye. You are leaving? You are going.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.